July 31st. Wow. More than anything, I want to thank you for going on this journey with me. It was harder than I thought to do this. It really has been challenging, but it's been a good challenge. And it's made me think deeper on these 31 Psalms than maybe I've ever thought before. And you're the reason for that. And so I thank you. And the fact that you've taken a few moments of your day and spent them with me, and I know how valuable everybody's time is. Thank you. And I want to encourage you, if any of these, you think might specifically bless somebody you know, it might be a fun way of just shooting somebody a devotional and say, I was thinking about you today when I heard this, and this is my prayer for you. If I can be your voice to somebody, I would be so happy. I want this to bless as many people as possible. Psalm 31. It's a longer psalm. There's 24 verses, and I'm going to just choose 6 words out of 24 verses because I think these words are so consequential. My times are in your hands. That's what David is acknowledging in this psalm. My times are in your hands, God. And when I read that, I immediately thought of Psalm 139. And I thought of the fact that when you and I were being formed in our mother's womb, when those first cells began to divide and multiply, when our DNA began to create who we would ultimately become, as we were being knit together in our mother's womb, Psalm 139 tells us that our life became a book and that God scripted every single day of our life in a novel. My novel is Kim Manning. Your novel is you. Every single day, the good days were written down before we were even born. The bad days, the ugly days. Everything was written down from beginning to end. And when I link that to this verse, my times are in your hands, what that gives me is confidence. Because sometimes it feels like life throws you a curveball, that things are happening that are just out of control. You're almost like, where are you, God? I mean, do you see what is happening? This is wild. He does see what's happening. He wrote down what would happen before you were even born. He wrote that day down. He wrote that situation down. He knew it was going to happen. And not only did he know it was going to happen, he knew how he would respond to it. He knew when we would need grace and mercy when we did something stupid and blew our life up. And grace and mercy is written on that page. When somebody does something horrible to us that damages us and breaks our spirit, on that day, there is healing and there is restoration. It's written in to that event. Every bad, ugly thing that will ever happen to us in life, God has written his response to it into the book of our life. And it's always grace, it's mercy, it's joy, it's peace, it's restoration, it's healing. Don't get ahead of God. Don't miss his answer for your dilemma. It's written in the pages. Don't blow past it. Get ahead of God and start frantically responding to life. Kind of like I said yesterday. Breathe. Be still and know that he is God. Your times are in his hands. Nothing is happening to you that has not come through his hands of grace and mercy. Nothing. It may feel horrible. It may feel like God doesn't have one single thing to do with this. It's the most ungodly, horrible thing you could imagine. He's there. He doesn't leave and forsake you when it gets ugly. Man, he he bores in when it gets ugly. He's there. He's a friend that sticks closer than a brother. You want God on your side when it's ugly. And he's written in the response. Find his response. You don't have to figure out what to do. Find what God has written into the script of your life. I said this was going to be really short. I lied. This maybe is my longest one. But I just want to thank you again. This has been a really, really fun journey. And now I want to leave you with this. The Book of Your Life. What a great novel. It's a page turner. It is. And God has scripted every word. And the ending is more fabulous than you can even imagine. Keep walking out your life. Keep trusting him, and know that your times are in his hands. Bye for good now.